Roberson is expected to testify virtually before Texas House Committee on Monday. That's according to the Dallas Morning News, which cites a letter from the Attorney General's office. That report outlined safety concerns. The hearing will be streamed online and is open to the public. Now, it's unclear tonight whether the Texas House Committee will push back on that letter. You'll remember this update follows Thursday night's order from the Texas Supreme Court to stay Roberson's execution. He was convicted in the death of his young daughter in 2003 and has long claimed to be innocent.